Cheerful morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine. My dear students, in the last class, we have started chapter number 11 from the grammar, that is verbs. I hope verbs are clear to you. The three types of verbs are clear to you: transitive, intransitive, and linking verbs. Today, we are we are going to do the final part of the chapter, in which we are going to discuss about strong and weak verbs, and after that you have to do two exercise in your book, and your chapter will be completed. Okay, and after that we will start a new chapter from the grammar, that is conjunctions, chapter number 16. Okay, so let's start. So, strong and weak verbs. Verbs are divided into two classes: strong and weak verbs. You all know there are three forms of the verb: first form, second form, and third form. First form is called the present form, second form is called the past tense, and third is called the past participle. But today we are going to discuss about the weak and strong verbs. What is the difference between the two? Weak verbs form their past tense by adding ed or d or t to the present tense. When we add ed, d, or t in the end of the first form of the verb, that is the present tense form of the verb, that forms the past tense. You know what is the past tense of laugh? Laughed. That means in the end of the given verb laugh, we are adding ed. And when ed is added to the present form of the verb, that becomes the past form of the verb. And ed, d, or t, when they replace the present form of the verb with these three alphabets ed, d, or t, they will be considered as a weak verbs. Okay, so laugh, laughed, talk, talked, learn, learned. Okay, so how you are going to recognize strong and weak verb? When we add, or when ed, d, or t is there at the end of the verb, it will be considered as a weak verb or past tense, past form of the verb. Okay, strong verbs, they form their past tense by merely changing the inside vowels of their present tense. Now see, come, here we are changing the vowels. O will be replaced by A. Know, knew. Speak, spoke. Fall, fell. Now here in all these four words, vowel is replaced by the vowel. That will be considered as a what? Strong verbs. Yes, of course, it is the past form of the verb, but we are talking about strong and weak verbs. How you are going to recognize which is the strongest verb and which is the weakest verb. So weak verb is the when there is ed, d, or t at the end of the present verb, present form of the verb, that is a weak verb. And when there is a slight change in the vowel of the present form of the verb, that is your strong verb. So I hope the difference between strong and weak verbs are clear to you. Next, buy will become bought, catch will become caught, and tell will become told. Here also vowels has been changed, but in buy and catch there is no change of vowel. Buy will become bought and catch will become caught. In your book, list of strong verbs and weak verb is given to you. You have to study these three forms of the verb carefully, as you have done in your previous classes too. Read page number 68 and 69 in which list of strong verbs and weak verbs is given, and you have to read this table carefully, and after that you have to solve exercise 4 and 5 in the book itself. Now here you can see list of strong verbs. I told you there is a slight change in the vowels. Okay, arise, arose, arisen, awake, awoke, awoken, beat, beat, beaten, bear, bore, born. Again, become, became, become, bit, bite, bit, bitten. Like this, only there is a slight change in the vowel. Clear? That's why they are considered as a strong verbs. And in weak verbs, I told you in the end, in the when we add ed, d or t at the end of present form of the verb, they will be considered as the weak verbs. Like you can see few of examples here: bring, brought, brought, build, built, built, burn, burnt, burnt, catch, caught, caught, deal, dealt, dealt, die, died, died. So you have to read this list of strong and weak verbs given in your book, and after that solve exercise 4 and 5 and match the answers from the answer key. Okay, so I hope today's lecture regarding strong and weak verb is clear to you. Thank you, and let's watch another video for your next chapter, number 16, conjunctions.